All right, good luck, guys. We are going to start with the value packs. Then we'll hit the blasters. We'll do the optic, the Phoenix, and then the hobbies. So good luck, everybody. Nitro, I will try to get cards for everybody, even my Lions. You know I love the Lions, especially Amon-Ra. All right, good luck, everybody. Reed, Watson, Bosa, Lawrence Taylor, Warren, Cooper, Humphrey. We got Joe Burrow on the silver for the Bengals. Josh Palmer on the green. Joe Montana. Terry Bradshaw. Dylan. Brock Bowers. We need you. We got Michael Penix on the Emergent. We approve. Keon Coleman on the Prismatic for Buffalo. And a Michael Penix. It's a Michael Penix pack. You'll take that, Gibbe. That's a good start. Jonathan, the hobby, we have a 2025 Luminance hobby and a 2024 Resurgence. Each one of those has 3 autos, and the Resurgence has an RPA. So yes. Plenty of opportunity there. I need a place for this stuff. Yeah, so hopefully, and we might get some surprise autos. Oftentimes we'll get surprise autos out of some of this product, so I would not be too surprised to see some bonus autos. All right, Eric Dickerson, ETN, Justin Jefferson, Derek Carr, DK, Montez Sweat, Kurt Warner. We got Latu on the silver going to Indy, AJ Brown, Brian Robinson, Nealon for the Cowboys. There's a Gibbs. Can't get enough Lions. We got Drake May on the fireworks. We'll take that. And Josh Allen on the hype with a Cooper DeJean for the Eagles. We approve. Attaboy. Yeah. Gibbs on the red, white, and blue. That's a good thing. All right, maybe we'll get lucky and get a zebra. I wouldn't mind seeing a zebra today. Empty box. We got Urlacher, Joe Montana, Herbie on the die cut. Thibodeau. Starting things out. You think so, Gibbe? I hope so. I got some Latus. Drake May, we approve. Devontae, DeMarcus, and Jared Verse for the Rams. Yeah, I'm excited for the season to start so we can just see. So we can see these guys in action again. Find out, is Jaden Daniels the real deal? Or will he fizzle? Blake Corum. Winston. We got Blake Corum again on the Select Certified. And a nice Drake May. Very nice. We approve of that. Is that Rob? Oh, no, that's David. David had New England. Nice hit, David. We like that. Yeah. We got Caleb Williams. All right, I like that the QBs are coming early and often. Joe Alt, Lab McConkey on the future. And a Ray Davis. Nice rookie pack. Rookies are good. We got Drew Bledsoe. What do we got here? Looks like a mem. J.C. Latham for the Titans. Luke McCaffrey going to Washington. Almost feels like that should be numbered, but it's not numbered. Looks good, though. Devontae going to the Eagles. I need some Miami, eh? I do like that there's a lot of product in this. Joe Burrow, Theo, Travis Kelce on the turbocharged, and DeMarcus again. Yeah, I like when there's a lot of opportunity. What do you say? Well, you know what? I said blasters first. I'm itching to get into that optic, but we'll do mosaic first. Empty box. Well, hopefully we can get a few Jadens along the way, too. We got Ramondre, Pacheco, Micah, Humphrey, Cooper Kupp on the silver. We'll take that. And a Franklin for Indy on the bang. Starting it off. We got Slayton, Dotson. I got hiding back here behind you. Aha, DeAndre Swift on the National Pride. Jack Campbell, Braylon Trice for Atlanta, and a DJ Moore for the Bears. Rich Gannon. We got Blake Corum again on the debut this time. Etienne, Chop Robinson. There you go, Miami. DK on the Mosaic, and Terrell Owens on the Touchdown Masters with a kid reporter. Hey, what's up, Rhino? Hope you're doing good today. We got Quentin Johnston, Goddard, Ben Coates, Zeke, Derrick Henry, and a Geno on the green. Tyreek, Josh Hines Allen, National Pride for the Jags. Carson, Gibbs, Troy Franklin for Denver, and a Mahomes on the notoriety for KC. Terry Bradshaw, Hall of Fame. Jackson, Chuba, Diggs, Rook for Atlanta, and a Cade Otton for Tampa Bay. That was kind of a blah mosaic box. All right. You know what? Sombrero Cat. Do it to it, son. We need a downtown. Aha. One was hiding. Empty box. Sometimes they try to hide. Good luck, everybody. Please, please, downtown. We got Johnston, Mayer, Von Miller, and Nealon for the boys. Ertz, Hopkins, AR, Edgerrin Cooper going to Green Bay. And if you are new here, my normal schedule is Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Godwin, Williams, Zach Moss, Latu. That's a nice little hit there, Indy. Gibby. We approve. We got Geno, Debo, Sky Moore, A.J. Brown on the Stars going to the Eagles. which is Rob Nealon. Pat Fryermuth, Goddard, Jake Ferguson, Trey Benson for Arizona on the Stars. Going to Bugs. We need to see some QBs on those. Mosley, Rogers, Grady, and a Flournoy for the Cowboys. Jalen Hyatt, Jordan Love, Isaac going to Baltimore on the silver, and a Javon Bullard for Green Bay. Williams, Butte, Evan Ingram, and an A.J. Barner for Seattle. I don't think these QBs can hide forever. Harrison Smith, Sam Darnold, Dak, Zach Allen going to Denver on the Stars. Achane, Higbee, Bijan, Drake May on the lighted up. There we go. Hopefully that's the spark we need here. Eckler, Treylon Burks, Taylor, Cooper DeJean. We approve. We approve. B-Wax. We're not too far into this B-Wax. Oh, it's the 100. David, Chase. We got Torrey Taylor for the Bears and Marshawn Lloyd on the 100 parallel. Going to Green Bay, which I believe is MGA. Baker, Kenneth Walker, Rice, and best tutties, Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson. I'm not sure they're best tutties, though. Yeah, we need something here. Ayuk, Fitzpatrick, Diggs, Najee on the Stars. Going to Pittsburgh. I think that's on GA too, isn't it? Yes, it is. I know, I'm keeping hope alive on that. Jalen Carter, Jalen Hurts, Lambjack, Jacob Cowing for the 49ers. And the Stars, that's going to Steve. Yes, it is. We got Wilson, Slayton, Josh Jacobs, and hey, there's a JJ. We were due for something here. Going to Skull Patrol. Hopefully the first of many JJs. Kendre, Miles Sanders, James Cook for Buffalo, and a Tyrone Tracy. They almost got me there for a second. Peppers, Brissett, Zeke, and Byron Murphy for Seattle. We got Jones, Tyreek, Algier, Michael Wilson for Arizona on the Stars. Arizona. Card for card, Arizona is one of the best. Turner, Stafford, Jameson Williams, and okay, Bo Nix. We'll take you on the rookie recruits. That's a good way to end that. We're okay with that. All right, Phoenix. It's time to step things up here. Let's do it. All right, good luck on these guys. There's good potential in these, I can tell you. We got Stingley, Jones, Gino, Addison, Romeo, Tyler, and Austin Eckler for Washington is 44 out of 180. Starting us off. What's up, J-Mac? Hope you're doing good today. Yes, you found me on a Wednesday. We got Davis, Kyle Hamilton, Olakun, Wilson, Quincy Williams. We got Troy Franklin on the rookie rising. And Jermaine Burton for the Bengals. That is 14 out of 88. Going to Cincinnati. Rob Nealon. What's up, Eric? Hope you're doing good today. Happy Wednesday. We got Bobby Wagner, Jalen Thompson, C.J. Mosley, Jordan Love, Hufanga, Montez Sweat, and Nealon for the Cowboys on the glittery base. We got Derek Carr, A.J. Brown, Eckler, Brissett, Diggs, Zach Moss, and Devin Culp for the Buccaneers is 62 out of 180. Going to Darth Mako. Steve, I have not. Have you? Is it worth getting some of those? I have not seen them. Okay, Bugs. McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Lawrence, Nico, Trayvon Walker. We got on the treasured tandems, Marino and Duper for Miami. That one is 61 out of 80. There you go, Miami. And then a Kelsey behind that. That is 6 out of 88 going to Mr. Primo, I believe. Yes. Low number cards in every box. Interesting, Steve. I'll be on the lookout for those. Die cuts out of 9? I like that. I'll be looking for them, Steve. I don't think I've seen them anywhere. But I'll be looking. We got Kyle Duggar, Ingram, Okereke, Jalen Hurts, Micah, Ramondre, and Darth Mako hits again. Braswell, that is 101 out of 180 going to Tampa Bay. That's pretty cool, Nitro. All right, I'll be on the lookout for those. All right. What do you guys think? Luminance first, or do you want Resurgence first? I kind of feel like we should do Luminance first. What do you guys think? I can go either way. Luminance, I'm kind of thinking that too, Gibbe. Oh, and then there's a Resurgence, and there's a Luminance. All right, I see more Luminance. We'll go with Luminance. A case break. All right. So they're out there. I will find some, Steve. Empty box. 4 packs. 3 autos. And a mem. Good luck, everybody. All right, we got Chase. We got Butte. Van Eegen. McLaughlin. Jackson is 15 out of 249, going to Buffalo. And on the Beacons, 19 out of 25 for the Rams. I like that patch. Kyron Williams. 19 out of 25. Nice hit, Rams. I believe that's Dude. Was that you, Dude? How you doing, Tyler? Hope you're doing good today. Derrick Henry on the Unforgettable. And we got Watts. That's for Atlanta. I love learning all these new people. Oh, Sanders. There you go. Steel City. Graham is also going to Cleveland. And a Kid Reporter. Yeah, Resurgence definitely, hopefully, is packing a punch today, Gibbe. That's what we need. Packing a punch. All right. Should be autos here on out. Good luck, guys. Warner. Tank Bigsby. Wilson. Jalen Hurts. We got Royals is 142 out of 299. That's for Primo. Oh, look at that. We got a nil. Nick Marsh, that's a Sparty right there. Look at that. We'll settle this at the end. That's nice. Very nice. I'm excited now. That makes me happy. Yeah, everybody will have a shot at this. And then on the Unforgettable, Derrick Henry, 37 out of 100 going to Baltimore. We got Brooks going to Washington. McMillan going to Carolina. And Kennard going to the Chargers. Nick Marsh, how about that? I can't argue with you on that right now, Nitro. But maybe this year, Sparty will reemerge. And I know if you get this card, you'll be rooting for old Nick Marsh. Yes, you will. All right. I didn't realize Marsh was on the checklist. That makes me happy. We got Tajay, Keon Coleman, Penix. We got Williams, 3 out of 75 going to New England. Eckler is 9 out of 299 for Washington. And then behind that, James, 383 out of 700 for the 49ers. I should know that. We pulled this auto before. Going to Steve. On the Vestige, we got Lamb Jack for Baltimore. We got Rourke going to the 49ers. Henderson was for New England. And Helm is for the Titans with a kid reporter. Yeah, this is good practice for me to learn all these new rookies and where they all belong. All right, we still got one more pack here. Good luck, everybody. We got Warner, Mark Andrews, Shockey, McKinney. We got Watts is 28 out of 35 going to Atlanta. We like that. Evans, 570 out of 700 going to Carolina. Little last team magic there. We approve. Brian Thomas on the Savage for the Jags. We got Banks Jr. for the Saints. Leonard, that's for Indy. And Taylor going to the Jets. And we got a nice little resurgence to get to still. And I certainly would love to see a big QB in there. Good luck, everyone. We got 3 autos. One of them will be an RPA. May the luck be with you all. Empty box. All right, Palomalu, Doug Williams, Dickerson, AR, Caleb Williams, 60 out of 275. That's a fine start to the box. We approve. Marshall Falk on the Voltaic, Jordan Morgan, and a Will Reichard. Hey, I've seen some Cowboys pulled out of resurgence more than once. More than once. We got Elway, Staubach, Emmett, Jim Kelly, Ogden, Terry Bradshaw, 85 out of 99, going to MGA. Fashanu for the Jets, and A.J. Barner for Seattle. Jason Taylor, Archie Manning, Bo, Mean Joe, Jalen Polk on the refractor for New England, Marshawn Lloyd, Circuit Breakers, Keon Coleman, and a Caleb Williams. That's a fine pack. Blitnikoff, Steve Young, Joe Theismann, Jim Kelly, Ricky Parasol, starting us off, 49ers on fire this break. Mr. Steve. Brett Favre on the conductors, going to the Vikings. Dallas Turner for the Vikings, and a Will Shipley. Trying to think where this puts us with that RPA. I don't know. Richard Sherman, Riggins, Bledsoe, Sterling Sharp. We got Luke Kuechly for Carolina, 26 out of 399. We got James Harrison on the Glimmering Gleam, Ricky Pearsall again, and a Quinyon Mitchell for the Eagles. I think that is our RPA right there. We'll let that one marinate. John Randall, Revis, Harrison, Kuechly, Cedric Gray for the Titans, 43 out of 149. Blake Corum on the Circuit Breakers, McConkey, and a Malachi Corley. Miami treating you rough. Well, there's still time. Ricky Williams, Woodson, Phil Simms, Dorsett, Adonai Mitchell on the refractor, going to Indy. Ricky Williams, Voltaic, Trey Benson, and a Chris Jenkins. Cribbs, Dent, Suggs, Herman Moore, Jonathan Ogden, Kurt Warner conductors. That's 101 out of 149 going to the Rams. Michael Pratt and a Xavier Worthy for Mr. Primo. Maybe he'll be better this year, Gibbe. And Browns fan, yeah. That will go to someone at the end of the break. So everybody's got a chance at the Sparty play, Nick Marsh. Walter Payton. Chris Carter. Keyshawn Johnson. Terrell Owens. Oh, we got a redemption. Interesting. Ben Sinnott. Tyrese Knight. John Elway on the conductors. Good luck, everybody. Gold. Power Surge parallel. Come on. Chop Robinson. Look at that, Miami. Look at that, Miami. You were down in the dumps. It's crazy. One card can just change a lot of things for people. I think this gives us some good hope, though, on this RPA, guys. I am liking our chances here. We got Howie Long, Marcus Allen, Randy Moss, Kurt Warner, Rakestraw for Detroit on the refractor. All right, Nitro. Xavier Worthy, Voltaic, Graham Barton, and an Anthony Gould for Indy. Well, everything I've seen about Topps, they're pretty quick. They don't waste a lot of time. If they got it, they ship it. And did you hear, guys, Topps isn't going to do any 2025 product for football? I'm kind of bummed about that. Chad Johnson, Ed McCaffrey, Edgerrin James, Marshall Faulk. We got Jason Taylor for the Dolphins on the refractor. We got Harrison on the Glimmer and Gleam, Bullard, and an Estime for Denver. And here we go. Good luck, guys. And remember, don't run off, because someone's going to get that. Everyone's got a chance at it. Of course, this pack wants to be difficult to us. All right. There we go. Good luck, everybody. What in the heck is going on with this card? Something's going on with this card. It's not sitting right. Okay. Something's up here. There's a rough edge on one of these cards. Champ Bailey, Witten, Hester, Risen. We got Drake May, Blake Corum for the Rams, Terry Bradshaw, Glimmer and Gleam. What do we got here? Troy Franklin Gold, 47 out of 50. That is a crazy patch. I wish we had Bo on that, but that is a sick patch, and it's player worn. You know what? I don't think Shaft is in here right now. AER. I don't think he is in here. But man, I like that patch. All right, give me a second here, guys. We'll take care of Mr. Nick Marsh, Michigan State Spartan. We'll be going to one of you in a moment here. Okay. I'll do a recap after this. Appreciate you guys. If you had a rough break, I will see it, and I will try my best to help you out as best as I can. Oh, you know what? I did get some nice bonus things. So, yes, if you had a rough break, I got something fun to add in for you. All right, let's see here. Let's mix these up. I don't know. Good luck, guys. Nick Marsh is going to this one. Washington. Who had Washington today? That was Bugs. All right, Bugs. Jaden wasn't out there, but Nick Marsh was. Congrats, Bugs. I appreciate that, Primo. Bugs, Nick Marsh is a Michigan State Spartan, and hopefully he has a big year. I can tell you I will be watching him every week. I got your back, Nitro. I got your back, sir. All right, give me a second here. We'll do a quick recap. All right, we had Blake Corum on the Circuit Breakers for the Rams. Cedric Gray out of 149 for the Titans. Out of 399, Luke Kuechly for Carolina. Terry Bradshaw out of 99. Caleb again out of 275. We had Evans out of 700. That was for Carolina. We had Watts out of 35 for Atlanta. Trey Benson on the Stars. A.J. Brown on the Stars. Latu for Indy. McConkey on the Future. Caleb. Blake Corum on the Select Certified. Little Drake May. Keon Coleman Prismatic Prism. Michael Penix. Bo Nix Rookie Recruits. J.J. Marshawn Lloyd on the 100 for Green Bay. Drake May lighted up. Luke McCaffrey on the patch. Drake May on the shock. Drake May Fireworks, Michael Penix on the Emergent. We had Troy Franklin Gold, 47 out of 50, going to Denver. Xavier Worthy Voltaic. We had Chop Robinson on the Redemption for Miami. Kurt Warner out of 149 for the Rams. Ricky Pearsall on the auto for the 49ers. James was out of 700 going to the 49ers as well. Eckler out of 299 for Washington. 3 out of 75 on the Williams going to New England. We had unforgettable Derrick Henry out of 100 for Baltimore. We had 142 out of 299 on Royals for Primo. Jackson was out of 249 for Buffalo. On the Beacons, we had 19 out of 25. Kyron Williams for the Rams. Chris Braswell for Tampa Bay was out of 180. Kelsey was out of 88. Marino and Duper was out of 80. Culp was out of 180. Jermaine Burton was out of 88. And Eckler was out of 180.